Peace creator, welcome back to another video. My name is Ayotemi. You feel me? Your guru in helping you make the best music of your life. Never run out of words again. Destroy writer's block. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You in the right place, okay? In this video, I'm gonna be letting y'all into some game, okay? Here's 6 million streams. Now just copy me, okay? Let me take you through it, all right? Firstly, boom, you know what I'm saying? The results don't lie. And 6 million streams, I just said that because that's what I could fit in this little picture right here. These are some of my top songs, all right? I have well over 10 million streams across platforms. 10 million streams on just Spotify alone. It gets even more when we start adding in Apple Music and other platforms. Okay, my top track has 2.3 million streams of organic success, okay? And yeah, you know what I'm saying? All of these songs are available on Spotify. You could go listen to them right now. Just search Ayotemi and check out these songs, you know what I'm saying? So you can hear it and hear some of what I'm going to be talking to you about in this video. You know what I'm saying? So that you can have the knowledge. You can actually have the auditory experience to know what I'm talking about. And yeah, I have over 6 viral tracks. Songs that have just gone crazy on TikTok, gone crazy on YouTube Reels and things like that. And yeah, it's a very repeatable process, okay? There's 2 things that you need to do. I've simplified it into 2 things, okay? The first thing is this, all right? Stop creating the hard way, all right? Stop forcing your creativity, right? Stop trying so dang hard to create, all right? This is the thing, and this is what's going to completely revolutionize your mind, because you might be thinking, I should be having to try harder, right? So we're dealing with something that does not operate on the same plane of existence as honestly, everything is energy, all right? But I don't have time to really break the whole experience of life down for you. Let's focus on music, okay? If you're working super hard, if every time you make a song, you feel like you're grinding it out, you know what I'm saying? It takes you weeks, months to finish a song. You spend days and hours just ruminating over a song. You're not doing it right, fam. Creating music should be one of the easiest, most joyful things that you do in your entire life, okay? Now, yeah, let's get into the slide, all right? Yeah, forcing creativity, creating stressful deadlines for yourself, writer's block, painful, all right? I don't experience writer's block at all. I've completely destroyed that. I don't experience that at all, okay? If you're constantly doubting yourself every moment of the way, you know what I'm saying? Trash. You're just you see my face? All of those things just make me feel uneasy and queasy. And I know it makes you feel that way too. Probably what you believe is that you have to feel that way in order for you to create. And it's wrong, all right? It's wrong. For example, my top streaming song, Surround Me, 2.3 million streams. I made this song as the warm-up song for what I was actually in the studio to create that day, okay? The second song that I created was incredible, but I haven't released that one yet. But this is one of the ones that I released. I created it through the method that I teach. And I didn't say this at the beginning, but at the end of this, of course, with your permission, I'm going to offer you something that can transform your life and transform your creativity forever, okay? If you're interested in that, stay to the end. If not, just soak up the information. You got it. It's all good. So like I was saying, right? Stop creating the hard way. You want to channel creativity, all right? This is the thing that this one thing, after I say this, you could exit the video and it'll probably change your life right now. This one thing will shift your perspective on creativity, okay? You actually don't have to create, okay? You actually don't have to create. Your job is to allow creativity to flow through you. Part of the reason why it's so hard for you to create is because you feel like you're creating off of your own power, your own skill, your own. You think that you doing it by yourself. Couldn't be further from the truth, all right? Let me help you understand this. Think about a conduit, okay? Think about an electrical circuit conduit, right? Like the one that's behind this wall, okay? A conduit, imagine, right? You're a conduit, right? You're a conduit. Imagine if the conduit felt like it was its job to create the electricity to send to the bulb. You see how it would be very painful, very stressful. It would have to exert a lot of energy and tension, and there would be a lot of resistance because that's not its purpose. And inevitably it would fail, right? Because it can't do that, right? You are a conduit, okay? There is a source of creativity, just like there's a source of electricity that might be down the road, right? An electrical power grid, generator, transistor, it's over there, right? You could think about the source of creativity the same way, okay? And you are a conduit for which divine source creativity should flow through, okay? I want you to really, really, really digest this conduit metaphor, all right? Because there are a lot of things that are exactly the same when it comes to your creativity. When it comes to a conduit, like I said, it's not responsible for actually generating the electricity on its own, all right? Its job is to be there to allow the electricity to pass through on its way to the light bulb, okay? B, it's not the conduit's job to pick apart the different hertz of the electricity coming through, to judge it, to say, ooh, I like this one, I don't like this one, and then allow only the ones that it likes to flow to the light bulb. That's not its job, all right? Just like it's not your job to pick apart your creations. 3, right? The conduit is always there and always available for creativity. It doesn't just pop into the wall whenever I'm about to flip the light switch and it just has to time it perfectly for there to be light, right? No, it's always there. It's always available, right? What does that look like in your music? You're always showing up to create. You're always showing up in the studio to allow for creativity to come through. That is how to be a conduit, okay? Some of y'all can end the video right now, all right? Take that conduit thing, ruminate on it. Boom. That's just number 1, okay? Listen, this ain't your regular channel, okay? We're here to help you create. You feel me? I'm doing the Lord's work, all right? I'm doing the kingdom's work, because this is the thing. When you're creating and you're functioning as an expression of source and you're operating as a conduit for divine creativity, it blesses the whole world. It raises the collective consciousness, okay? That is why I'm sharing all of this with you, okay? Yeah. Are you ready for number 2? All right, number 1 was heavy. You ready for number 2? Boom. Number 2 is what I call the source artist method, okay? This is how I'm able to create limitlessly. Any genre at any time. If I turn this video off and turn on my mic to create a song right now, I'm making a banger right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you want proof of that, check out, there's other videos on my channel where I show this process of me creating live. So you really know who you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? The source artist method. It deals with exactly what I told you about being a conduit, really. Receiving. You feel me? Opening yourself as a channel, as a conduit for divine creativity to flow into. Developing that connection with source, right? Through methods that, you know what I'm saying, I've outlined and really like broke down so that you can really connect with your divine source of creativity, right? Let's take a beat, right? Let's think about the source of creativity real quick. If you think about all the things in creation, we can't even think about all the things in creation. You see, if we start thinking about all the things in creation, we'll start looking like this picture right over here. Just start getting crazy, right? And we got a video to do, right? Let's just think about flowers alone. Flowers. Think about the creativity of one rose. Think about the petals. Think about the texture. Think about the colors and the hues of that red, the depth of that red. Think about the stem, right? Think about the thorns that are on the stem to protect the flower. All of that creativity is just in the rose. Now think about the myriad of different kinds of flowers. You can't even wrap your mind around the level of creativity, and that's just flowers. Don't even let me get started on animals. Don't even let me get started on just the green plants that don't produce flowers. You know what I'm saying? Or trees. It gets crazy, all right? This is the source of creativity. This is why there is no writer's block. If you're experiencing writer's block, let me tell you right now, you might have normalized that, but that's not a normal thing for us to experience, okay? Writer's block, blockage of any sort when it comes to creativity is not normal. All right. It's not natural. What is natural is for you to have so much creativity coursing through you that you can't even contain it. That's how much, that's the abundance of creativity that you're dealing with, right? So it's about plugging yourself up to that source of creativity. Plugging yourself up to that source of creativity, right? Now, allowing that creativity, this is the refinement, allowing that creativity to come through you, to come through the filter of your emotions, your imagination, your creativity, your playfulness, your inner child, you know what I'm saying? The joy, the silliness that actually embodies who you are, the intellect that actually embodies who you are. You know what I'm saying? Your perspectives on reality, the human experience, are our human experience. Everything that you've accumulated in your earthly experience as of yet, the creativity then comes through the filter of that. And then it's about transmitting it. It's about putting it into the DAW, into the Logic, into the Pro Tools, into the whatever they got out here. They got free ones now too. And sharing that authentically, not judging it, allowing it to come through you. This is the source artist method. This is how all of the records that I showed you in those previous slides, this is how all of these were created. This is how the records that I'm creating now that are my best work. Every song that I create feels like it's my best work. I'm just becoming the best version of myself, right? There's other aspects to the source artist method, because think about it like this, right? You are a conduit. You are a channel. You also have to take care of your channel. You know what I'm saying? That means getting adequate sleep. That means drinking enough water. That means eating food that actually helps you to operate at your best level. You know what I'm saying? Like, it means also dealing with emotional traumas, dealing with things that cloud your vessel, things like forgiveness, things like crying about, you know what I'm saying, the childhood that you deserved, that you didn't have, that you deserved, that you didn't get necessarily because maybe your parents didn't know how to steward you and the child that you are. And then parenting yourself, like all of these things deal with becoming a clearer and a more perfect channel. Okay? So yeah, you know what I'm saying? The source artist method. All right. That's one and that's two. These two things, and watch this video back, right? These two things will change your life. These two things will revolutionize your creativity forever, right? Now, yeah, this is another thing, right? Why my music resonates. Emotional truth, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like what I'm talking about, like, because I've done a lot of the work to make sure that I understand feeling, right? As a man, this is something that came secondary to me, understanding my feelings, being able to actually listen to my feelings and follow my feelings and allow it, to guide me to what feels good in life and in music. The truth and the authenticity of that feeling and my ability to express it and share it is why my music resonates. You know what I'm saying? My sonic identity, because of me allowing creativity to flow through my unique life experience, the filter. I feel like I'm talking a lot. I don't even feel like talking like this. Because I'm allowing my music, hydrogen water, you know what I'm saying? It's about the conduit, it's about the channel. If you don't know what this is, look up hydrogen water, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sponsored or anything, but my mom put me on. So my sonic identity is very sound, it's very clear, because I'm allowing it to flow through who I am. This isn't something that I have to work to manufacture. It's just me. It just is who I am. And I'm allowing it to pass through who I am. So across whatever genre I work on, my sonic identity stays, you know what I'm saying, intact. And it's very clear and it's distinct. My creative energy, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's the spirit within me that exists within you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has that X factor. You know what I'm saying? That X factor is source. You know what I'm saying? Source dwells within you and manifests through you. That is that creative energy. People can feel it and they receive it because they also have that. And the aspect of this, when they say namaste, I said it like a Nigerian. When they say namaste, the light within me recognizes the light within you. That is what's happening, right? The light within me is being expressed, and the light within them is receiving it and saying, yes, I love it. It feels good. I feel it. You know what I'm saying? That's why. The shared experience. We are all one. You know what I'm saying? We're having a collective human experience. So if I'm sharing my experience, my emotions to a record, and it's being shared with emotional truth and sonic authenticity, but because of the fact that we're all one and we're having a shared experience, it is relating to you, the listener. You know, is relating to people. You know what I'm saying? We are one. You know what I'm saying? We're all having an experience. We're all having our own face, our own individual experience of the collective experience. And that experience contributes back to the collective, which we are all a part of. You know what I'm saying? That's why things go viral. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because music is a spiritual thing. You know what I'm saying? This is deep. You know, part of the reason why it might not be working for you is because you're not approaching music as a spiritual thing. It's a very spiritual thing. You know what I'm saying? There's so much more that I want to teach you. This works for anyone. Yeah. Beginners, stuck artists, experienced musicians, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? It works for anybody. Even if you've never created a record before, you know, it skips years of frustration. If you're a beginner, you're in the perfect position because you get to learn in a way that people are still figuring out. Great artists like Michael Jackson know this. They know about it, right? They asked Michael Jackson in an interview, and if you can look this up, when Michael Jackson was talking about he doesn't write his songs. He said that his songs exist somewhere in the ether, and he exists as a conduit for that creativity to come through. That's an artist like Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? There's artists right now that have been doing this for years that don't know about this. So if you're a beginner, let me slow down. We're like 15 minutes. I'm trying to keep this short. We're at 18 minutes. I'm trying to keep this short. If you start off knowing this stuff, you're going to listen. You're gone. All right. If you're a stuck artist, if you've been doing this for years and you've been facing a writer's block, you know, and like you're frustrated, this is something that's going to help you rediscover your spark. You know, all of what you've learned up until this point, doing it in your own way or doing it in the ways that you were taught, is not for nothing. All right. All of those skills you're going to bring to this game. All right. And it's going to be like when you beat the game and you start over from the beginning, but you have all of your tools and everything. Okay. So if you, having put in that time, start with this now, you are going to be even further. You know what I'm saying? And if you're an experienced musician, you know what I'm saying? The same thing. All right. I'm not going to keep reiterating myself. Now, listen. All right. Like I said earlier, I'm offering something that's going to help you. All right. This is not like anything that you've experienced before. All right. Look what I'm talking about. 6 weeks. It's called the Source Artist Transformation Method. All right. Day 1, right? We're going to spend ample time completely revolutionizing your perspective when it comes to creativity. We're going to build the foundation that is going to be on what you build your entire artist career moving forward. Okay. We're going to spend day 1 communicating the knowledge. All right. Communicating the knowledge. All right. A very wise person once told me that, you know, having knowledge is what they call intelligence, right? Wisdom is the actual application of that knowledge. And that's why I've structured my program, right? Like this, all right? Day 1, you get all the knowledge. And then week 1 through 6, we are spending actual time creating music. Each week, you are going to create one of the best songs you've ever created. And we're going to implement the knowledge that you've been given, okay? We're going to spend each week refining and making sure and putting into practice this knowledge, all right? We're going to make it so it's muscle memory, so that every time that you create, you are creating from this place, all right? You are aligning with source creativity and allowing that to flow through you, all right? And then the last day, we're going to have a mastery session to make sure to work out any kinks, all right? And to make sure that you are ready for a life of creativity, all right? This is the kind of thing that you spend money on one time and it revolutionizes your creativity forever. That's why this is a premium offering. That's why there's not that many spots available, okay? So yeah, there's a link below. All right. Click the link to apply to work with me. All right. There's an application process. This isn't for everybody, and not everybody, is going to get the opportunity to actually do this. Okay. Submit your application. I'm going to review each application myself. I don't have a whole sales team. I chose specifically not to have a sales team or a closer because it's a very intimate and spiritual process. And at the end of the day, I'm going to be working with you and walking you through this myself. Okay, so I'm going to review each application. If you're the perfect fit, then I will reach out to you. Okay, and we're going to schedule an initial call. In this initial call, we're going to discuss the process and we're going to discuss your goals in detail. I'm going to get to know you as an artist, know exactly and figure out exactly what you need, give you some game in that call, and then you're going to decide if you want to move forward. Okay, some of the stuff we're going to talk about in that call is going to change your life. All right. As you can see, I'm all about giving value, and at the end of the day, I don't want anybody involved that doesn't want to be involved. Okay. So yeah, once we lock it in during the initial call, then we'll begin the transformation. All right. It's going to occur over the course of 6 weeks. And yeah, it's going to change your life. All right. At the end of that 6 weeks, if you still want to work with me, if you want me to help you build out your project, build out your career, work with me long term, we can discuss that later as well. Okay. But yeah, that's what I'm offering. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it brought you a whole lot of value. Go ahead and click that apply. You know what I'm saying? Shoot your shot. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this works for beginners, stuck artists, and experienced musicians. It's not just if you've been doing this for a while and you have 1 million streams or you have tens of thousands of monthly listeners. You know what I'm saying? What it requires is an open heart, the ability and the desire to be consistent and to learn something new. And, taking this serious enough to invest in yourself. You know what I'm saying? So shoot your shot. Go ahead and apply with me. Thank you for watching this video. Go ahead and like and subscribe to the page. Comments in the comments. Tell me about where you're at in your creative journey. I read all the comments. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.